What's up, everybody? My name is Erin, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio. And we are back at it with the next chapter, Murphy's, in Monsters of Little Haven. It was a bit of a slow start, but I feel like we got a lot of background information. Well, you know, as much as you can in the first chapter of a game. We've established the scene, so to speak.
Kenneth fell asleep from exhaustion while sitting on the floor, but a few minutes later was awoken by Esme. "Oh, it's not true!" Kenneth was tired of Esme's antics and was getting angry with her. "Oh, what's not true?" "Well, it's not true that no one saw him. I saw drawings of him in the attic."
Who lived in this house before you?
"What drawings?" "Well, the same as in my diary." "Well, what could that mean?" Esme defiantly folded her arms and frowned. "And now wait, how did you get into the attic? It's never been opened." "Well, I was careful." "Where did you get the key?" Esme handed him Dad's set of keys. "What have you done? Where'd you get them? Dad will be furious."
How long have you had them?
"Well, I got them from his closet while you were sleeping." They heard a noise coming from the shed at the pier. Esme didn't waste time and expressed the most expected thing. "Oh, it's a monster!" "We were there and found nobody." "Oh, I saw it out the window. It's there again." Behind the door, they heard their father's rapid footsteps. He ran into the parents' bedroom, which was right next to their room. Kenneth was peeping through the half-open door. Dad took out a hunting rifle and ran down the stairs, slamming the front door behind him. It seemed he was drunk.
That's not a good combination.
Kenneth slipped out to the door of the attic and began picking out the right key.
Which is... I don't know. Let's try them out. Okay.
Thunder rumbled. Kenneth unlocked the door to the attic. "Oh, where were the keys?" "Oh, in the box." "Oh, where exactly?" "Oh, please, hurry. Dad's coming."
He's drunk. He might have thought he just dropped them. Just throw them on the floor and climb into bed.
Without waiting for an answer, Kenneth ran into the parents' bedroom, put the keys under one of the tables, and ran back to his room. Mother's voice came from downstairs.
"Son, come down, please."
Kenneth went downstairs. Mom was sitting in a chair near the TV, broadcasting generic white noise. Judging by the bags under her eyes, he hadn't slept in a while.
Are you sure she's your mom?
"Mom, is everything okay?" Mom looked devastated. She could hardly smile.
"I wanted to ask you the same thing."
I was expecting like hollowed out eyes and sunken in cheeks. Some kind of ghoul. This game has me on edge, and we're like barely in chapter 2.
"You're such a good boy."
What time is it? I think we should be sleeping.
Kenneth was embarrassed.
"Come to me."
It seemed Mother wanted to say something but couldn't get the words out, so she hugged Kenneth tightly instead, like a rag doll. The front door swung open. Kenneth took a few steps back. Father came in the living room with the rifle over his shoulder, holding a blood-stained carcass of a fox by the tail.
Why? Even if it was for food, why would you hunt? It's late at night, running out like of some kind of emergency because you're clear. Ah!
Well, I finally managed to catch this beast. It's been running from me for ages. Dad threw the carcass on the floor in front of Brenda and Kenneth.
They gave it a face, and I hate when you do that because it feels so bad now.
Kenneth noticed that the fox was still moving, but he didn't show it. Baloo used to hunt them down. Father went to the fridge, took out a beer bottle, and took a couple of sips. Oh, he was a great dog. He could cling to the throat and not let go till the end.
Stop it.
Right, Kenneth?
Bill, you brought it in the house, first of all. So unsanitary. I think the fox is still alive, or you could have learned a lot from him. Both of these feel like a blow to the father's ego. The second one seems like a bit more insulting, but if I say is the fox, I think the fox is still alive, then Dad might finish the job. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with either of these options. I have no clear way of knowing where the conversation is going to go, you know? I'm going to say I think the fox is still alive, because if it is, then it's suffering enough and needs to be put out of its misery from the terrible, terrible thing that just happened to it.
Well, I think the fox is still alive. Father threw down an appraising look. Yeah, you're right. He grabbed the fox and took it outside. Follow me.
No, I don't want to watch you do this.
Kenneth had seen the carcasses of dead animals brought from the hunt, but now he was uneasy.
Yeah, because this was not a kill for food or survival. I don't know, like, don't do this to local wildlife. Just don't. Just don't do it. Let nature be in nature.
Father went to the shed, turned on the light near it, and took out a rope.
Why a rope? Well, they got the shed open. The monster's gonna come out, I guess.
He tied one end of the rope to some fitment, and on the other made a noose that threw on a paw of the wounded fox.
Why? What are you doing? Now you're just torturing it.
Father handed Kenneth the rifle.
Oh no. No, you're gonna do this to your son. No, that's not. No, I hate this. I hate it.
Oh, what for? Well, someone has to do it.
How old is this kid? You're gonna give him a gun that big? First of all, you know, whatever anyone's stances on guns are, push those to the side for a little bit. Look at this rural setting where they have the shotgun or whatever, a rifle in a farmland. And is this child strong enough to handle a kickback from a rifle? Like, because I know, or rather, are his arms long enough even? I don't know. I'm sure I've seen it in like old movies on TV about Wild West or prairies or some stuff, but like I know the one time I shot a rifle, you have to put the butt of the of the gun into your shoulder in such a specific way so as to not, to like be able to handle the kickback or the recoil and, keep the shot straight. But you're a parent. You all live this rural kind of life. Do not force your children to shoot animals. You started this. That's not cool. If I get an option, I'm gonna refuse. I can't do this. I cannot make that kind of decision.
Why don't you just let it go? Oh, it's a goner. Look.
Yeah, and whose fault is that, Dad?
You're just going to ease its suffering.
Oh, screw you.
Kenneth looked at the barely alive fox that was gnawing its tied-up paw.
Oh, that poor fox, though.
Father handed the rifle to Kenneth and put his finger on the trigger.
I could never do this. Just me as a person. Even if I knew it was suffering, I do not have it in my heart. Finish it out. I don't. I'm not that kind of person. I can't do that.
You see the scars on its side? Where do you think they came from?
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. El Baloo did them while defending our land, but this dirty rat clung to his throat.
What, is this some kind of vengeance for your lost pet? Like, what? Past gone pet? I don't know what to... Okay, so far, Dad, worst character in this game. Not a fan.
Avenge Baloo! Shoot!
No. That is grade A manipulation. Gosh, this child's going to need therapy and is going to have PTSD. Again, how old is this kid?
Kenneth suddenly became filled with anger. He aimed, but immediately put the rifle down.
I won't do it.
Good boy, Kenneth.
Father took the rifle, put it back on his shoulder, and went into the shed. He came out with a knife and went to the fox, then bent over it, muttering something under his breath.
What? Dad, no! So instead of easing the burden off your child, who's a literal child right now, and send him away, because like once you see something like that, it sticks with you. I never have. I don't want to, but I know that's one of those things that can stick with you. And now instead of easing that, like, if you really wanted this fox gone, now you're just taking a slow personal approach to it. Like, it's way too. Ugh. See, it's a knife. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I hope so, because I'm having a hard time expressing myself because I just hate this dad character so much.
Easy. Easy.
A moment later, the fox ran away into the darkness, and Father had a cut noose and a small bite on his hand.
Good fox. Good fox. So he wasn't that injured. Is it a supernatural fox?
Well, I tried to do what's best. I thought it'd make you feel better, you know?
Okay, did you sober up there, Pops? We could have gone my whole life without having to have this interaction. Is that what the mom was sad about?
Kenneth was silent.
I would be too. It's like, Dad, just talk to me.
Death happens. Happens every moment. There's no escape.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you gotta be the one to start it.
You have to learn to let it go, not to live in the past, but to see the present.
Well, it sure looks like you were living in the past here, holding a grudge, chasing after a fox that our deceased family pet couldn't get. Like, come on. You're acting like a hypocrite and very contradictory right now, Dad.
Otherwise, the past will haunt you for the rest of your life until the last day. It will devour you, piece by piece.
Are you self-projecting there much?
Kenneth remembered Baloo, but kept it together, listening to his father's drunken monologue. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Yes. This world was killing me, and then I went to war, taking revenge on the world, but it gave me nothing. This world will show no mercy, and if you can't accept that, it'll throw you high into the sky, and then it'll smash you into the ground with all its might.
Great talk, Dad. You're drunk and it's the middle of the night.
And this will continue forever.
Oh, great. Great pep talk.
I lost my best friend in the war. When I came back, my mother, your grandma, died a couple of years later. How? She got under the press for clothes drying.
Kenneth was impressed and depressed at the same time. He didn't know what to say, but he felt the need to try to keep the conversation going.
No, just tell him you gotta go to bed. Mom, can you come out here, please?
Is it true that this fox killed Baloo?
No, I'm sorry.
Well then, why did you tell me that? I could have killed an innocent animal.
Well, I thought it'd make you feel better. Let go of the past and all. About Baloo, you seem to have forgotten, even though it's happened recently. He had a huge tumor in his belly. He just couldn't bear it. So we had to put him down.
There's so many things wrong with how he is handling this. Like, the death of a pet, like, no matter how long ago it happened, it's still fresh in your heart. And it seems like he did all this fox shenanigans for his own benefit. Ease his guilt or whatever. Not thinking about anybody but himself.
Go inside.
Finally.
This was Kenneth's first sincere conversation with his father.
Well, great. I guess if we want another one. Which I wasn't too keen on that one. We gotta get him drunk.
Kenneth went to his room. After entering the room, Kenneth saw Esme sitting on the floor and staring aimlessly out the window.
Can't sleep?
No, you fool. You and Father opened the shed and released a nightmare fowl. I don't know.
Kenneth sat down next to her.
There was a boat in that shed. I just assumed it was like aquatic.
Nope. Why aren't you sleeping? Yeah, I can't either. Did the fox run away? Well, how did you know about it?
Oh, I peeked out the window.
I did. Pity. About the fox?
The fox, too.
Who are you talking about?
Poor Dad.
Why pity him? I don't know. He's always so grumpy and angry.
Relatable.
Esme was about to cry. I wouldn't want to be angry and sad. Poor Mom. And poor you. Poor everyone. Esme burst into tears. Kenneth rushed to hug her. Oh, it's okay. Don't cry. But why is he so angry? How come?
It's all his fault. Sounds like a very kid thing to say, but maybe something made him that way. That sounds more like we just had as Kenneth put it, a sincere conversation, the first sincere conversation with our father. So I will say that he maybe grew up a little bit with that interaction.
Oh, well, maybe something made him that way. Maybe.
But also I would say it's his fault again, but I don't know what year this is supposed to be taking place. Like they have a television. So it's not like early 1900s. They're out in this rural area. But you gotta take care of your mental health, and I'm glad it's being talked about a lot more now today than I feel like ever before.
I want to sleep, but I can't.
Especially for folks in the army who were deployed and saw that.
Stupid day. Well, let's play. I have a riddle for you. If you can't guess, you'll try to sleep again. Oh, sure. But if I guess, I'll ask you a riddle too.
Well, I'm getting sleepy just hearing them talk about being sleepy.
What if I don't guess? Esme's brow furrowed, showing a complex thinking process. Nothing. I don't know. Deal. Why do lions eat raw meat? Oh, it's easy. They have paws. They can't cook anything. Oh, you've heard this riddle before.
I've never heard that riddle. It's such a very realistic conversation between siblings.
Now it's your turn. Sad and beautiful, but not me. Oh, is that your riddle? Yes, it is. Answer me.
Definitely, I would say is it mom? Because first thought that popped into my head after you said that was mom.
Is it Mom? Yes. How did you know? That's an easy riddle. I guess. Esme yawned and stretched herself. Kenneth approached his bed and spread the blanket. Oh, go to bed. It's late. What about you? I'll guard the house for monsters.
I'm really concerned that Esme is yet to address that the shed is now open.
Kenneth waited for Esme to fall asleep and carefully left the room, closing the door behind him. Chapter Graham.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave this episode of Monsters of Little Haven here. I do not know how many chapters there are, and I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to keep playing. But it's a slow build up, slow start. I'm not entirely sure what is going on, and I don't really have any indicators for what's going to happen from here. So it will be interesting to see how this progresses. But thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!